Michi and Shoto's first time meeting, awkward situations. Oh my god, what is this? Awkward situations? What do you mean awkward situations? What is she talking about? What was awkward about it?
Okay, chat. So this is how the room looks like, okay? So this is a door. Let's just say like this is the wall, and then this is the door. There's a wall right here, and then like this is like bed number 1, and then bed number 2, and then there's like 2 doors like this.
Bro, she's doing my thing. People are doing the MS Paint strat now. What? Yo, they're stealing my strats.
So this is like, I'll color it red. So this is a door, this is a door, this is door. So you enter from one of these doors, and this is the door that connects both your rooms. But if you close the door, it's like a secluded room. Okay.
What's she talking about?
I'm not an artist, as you can tell, but I'm trying my best here. This is a square. This looks like a fridge, but whatever.
Why is this clip called Michi and Shoto's first time meeting awkward situations, but then it's only talking about, she's literally talking about the room. What does this mean? Yo, we gotta gatekeep MS Paint, honestly. I'm down.
It's a connecting room, right?
I like, by the way, one cute thing about Michi I realized is that like at first I feel like anytime she just starts off a conversation, right? And after like an hour, she loses the Indo accent and adapts to like mine or whoever like knew me or anybody else that speaks like, you know, American sounding English, right? And then she like, the Indo like diffuses away for a bit. And then like she adapts to how we talk. And I'm like, a little subtle thing I've noticed.
So we entered right here. Let me do it in blue. So me and Shoto entered here, and I was like, okay, so I see the big sized bed. This is my room. And then Shoto went across here and was like, so this is my room. So for 1 hour, I'm sitting right here. Like I am sitting on this side of the bed, and Shoto is somewhere in this room.
I was showering. What? Is she trying to say that's awkward? She's like sitting by herself in the bed. Bro, what happened was we got off of a flight. Both of us got off like flights during the same time, right? And I'm sweaty. This is, mind you, this is when I was sweating my ass off and my balls because I was stressing about the Thailand taxi dude that wouldn't, you know, I couldn't get my cards to work because they were frozen. So I had to pay him in Japanese yen. Remember all that? That was stressful. And then he took me to the wrong place, and I thought I was getting kidnapped, and then I realized it's because he brought me to the wrong area, and he didn't know where he was either. So that stressed me out too. I'm sweaty, bro. I gotta take a shower. I stink, right? Do I want to stink for everybody else that arrives later? Hell no, right? I think the mature thing for me to do there was like, okay, I literally told her I was gonna take a shower too. She forgot about that.
Like in silence. I don't know where Shoto is, but he is somewhere in his room, and I'm sitting on the furthest corner of the bed, not on my phone, not unpacking. I'm just sitting down.
Why are you just sitting there? Why is she just sitting on the bed like she expected me to come in there and have a conversation? I was showering. What do you mean? She thought I was just chilling in my own room doing all. I was literally showering, bro.
Because I don't know what to do. Like,
what do you mean?
I really don't know what to do. It's not like I'm besties with Shoto. Like, we're friends, but I've only met him twice IRL.
No, but what do you mean, can a woman not sit? That's not the thing. She's literally talking about the context of like me not, you know, or us not interacting, but there's no room because I'm literally in the shower. My bad. Do you want me to come out? Do you want me to invite you inside and have you sit on the toilet nearby while I like, you know, rub off all the sweat from my pits and shit? Like, is that what you want? You want to have a conversation while I'm in the shower? Like, by all means, we can do that. That's fine. Like, you gotta be like transparent with me if that's what you wanted to do. But like, I don't know. Why is she making it seem like we were just being awkward in our own like rooms and I'm not doing anything, right? Isn't that kind of weird?
The second time, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, what do I do now? Thankfully, it's like God spoke to me that time. I got a message from Yusan. And Yusan was already in Thailand, right? And Yusan was like, hey, by the way, like, do you guys want to get a massage? Instantly, there is a response from Shoto. So this guy was also on his phone, and he goes, yeah.
Because I'm doing my skincare, and the phone is right there, bro. The phone is right there. I'm in the bathroom. What do you mean? Get out of my head.
Yes, finally something to do, right? So I stood up, I went to Shoto's room, and I go, hey,
I'm freshly showered at that point, bro. Okay.
You wanna grab, like, man, a massage sounds like the play, huh?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, that sounds great. And we're like, yeah. Well, Yusan's getting a massage like right now. And he's like, oh yeah, we can go. And I was like, yeah, okay. But now I'm already in his room. Right. Yeah. So I was already in his room at that point. So I decided to sit with him in his room as he's like trying to unpack his bags. And I'm trying to start conversation. So I'm like, what happened with the taxi? So now Shoto's telling me.
You know, before she came in the room, I sped ran putting on clothes because like I realized she was about to come in. I was naked, right? So I was just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I got put on all that stuff, right? And I'm like, okay, now let me just like take my time to unpack. Like, I was like, bro, why aren't you unpacking? I was like spending time. You know what? We just got at the hotel. I thought we'd spend some time to like, you know, decompress a little bit. Maybe decompress after our flights, right? There's no pressure to just talk immediately off the bat. And like, she's making effort. I appreciate that she came over and made some effort. But like, I was gonna go over there after I finished settling down. I need to get my shit together first.
Everything
right?
that he already told me again, but IRL with what happened with his taxi, it was kind of awkward. It was a little bit awkward. And I was sitting there and I'm just like, fuck me. You know, like what do I even say? Like, what are we supposed to talk about? Like,
sometimes you don't need to say anything. Sometimes you don't even say anything. It's okay, bro. There's no need to like feel pressured to rush into a conversation when we're just like, oh my god, dude, she's actually like wet sobbing cat energy. You know this? Like, that is Michi, wet sobbing cat.
Well, what am I supposed to do? And I was like, wow, guess what I did, chat? You're gonna be so amazed, by the way. So amazed. As he finishes telling the story, I decided to go like this. I said, wow, thank God you are here. Let's go to the massage place now. Because I didn't know what else to do. So he's like...
She's so awkward.
Like, oh, yeah, great. So, we went to the massage place.
Oh my god, bro, she's making it seem like it was more awkward than it actually was. I think it was awkward for her because she felt pressure to make conversation when, you know, I'm like trying to chill a little bit, right? I just got off my flight, bro. I just like, and I'm trying to like, you know, unpack and everything like that and like just recover from like that stressful taxi situation. And then she's like barges in my room. I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing this right now. Like, cool, that's fine, right? And maybe it's because she thought like she wanted to make things not awkward, but things weren't awkward for me. The only time it felt awkward was at the beginning when we said hi to each other, right? And like at the concierge and that's it.
He's like, I'll get the car. I was like, wow, thank you, man. It was awkward. It was, look, I was like freaking out. I was like freaking out because I'm...
How is it awkward? How the was that awkward in my opinion? One-sided social awkwardness is so funny. It is like this entire time I had no idea she was feeling this, right? And meanwhile I'm like la di da di da hee hee hee. I'm gonna unpack my luggage and then, you know, I took a nice shower and like I'm all freshly clean and I'm just like, you know, dressing up to get ready to go out to the massage because we already talked about it. And I called Yusan earlier too to see like what they were up to, and then I got the address place from Yusan. So it was actually me that made like the plans to want to go to the massage place that Yusan was at, because I decided, you know what, let's go do that right now, right? So because I called Yusan in the moment and I heard them like mid massage too, so that's why I was like, what? I don't know.
I'm like, oh my god, 7 hours. Like I have to do this for 7 hours.
No, oh my god, Michi. What do you mean? It's not it wasn't awkward. You're the one that made it awkward because you felt pressured to make a conversation when you didn't have to. We could just chill for a bit, like take a moment to breathe. We just landed in Thailand. Let's breathe a bit. I just got a 20-hour flight. Like, bro, I flew from LAX to Singapore, then Singapore to Thailand. That was a long 20 hours, right? And then sometimes I just wanted to like, whew, now I can like settle down in my bed and not worry, right? So
I was like looking up in the sky. I was like, Numi, Yuzu, Yusan, please come already. Just arrive. I can't do this anymore. But I was like, okay, I can do this. I'm a streamer. How hard could this possibly be? So I was in the car with Shoto.
Why'd she make it seem so bad?
And our conversation was like silence. And then it goes, by the way, insert random sentence here. Yeah. Oh, sick. By the way, blah, 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 blah.
I felt like we had good conversations. She's milking me for... I'm getting rage baited now. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting rage baited. She's doing it. This is masterclass. Because I think she's just lying. There's no way. We were talking... We had good conversations about... like with the taxi driver too. And like how to say certain words in Thai so that we could communicate a little bit better with the people and the locals and stuff like that, right? If we needed to. And then we talked about other things along the way there too that I felt like wasn't that bad. It's just like, I think she thought a little too much into it, bro. She overthought it. She definitely overthought it.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah. That was the car ride. Like,
no, it wasn't.
The car ride was just like, I say something, Shoto agrees, I agree, and Shoto says something, I agree, Shoto agrees, and like it's just that, right? So we arrived at the massage place.
Oh my
and this lady
god.
was so sweet. I was like, wow, here we are. So I was like, hi, we
It
want to
wasn't
get a
that
massage.
awkward.
But, weirdly enough, chat, even though the
It wasn't that awkward. Did she mention about the toothbrush incident, by the way? I forgot to say that. Oh my god. There was a moment. Okay, y'all. I don't know if she talked about it, but there was. So here's what happened. Here's what happened. It's not as bad as you think it is. She didn't talk about it? Okay. So what it was, right? I think we were drunk after karaoke, right? This is one of the last days we were hanging out together. It was like me and Yusan and Michi comes back and Yuzu as well to our hotel room. And Numi's about to show up too later. But then like Michi was really drunk, like really drunk, right? And then when she's really drunk, she gets to the point where it's like she's not able to like walk around properly and needs to like sit down for a hot second. Hold on, I'm gonna move over here real fast while I talk about it. And she can't control herself, right? So you know what I I locked in. I had a lock-in mode because like me and Yusan realized like, oh wait, she needs help, like to like go and, you know, do everything that she needs to do. Like she needs to like wipe off the makeup from her face and then like wash her face and then go take a shower and then like get clothed before bed and stuff like that, right? And then it took a lot of convincing because like she was like, no, I'll just go to bed with the makeup on my face. And I'm like, no, you're gonna get like acne and like pimples and stuff like that. You gotta wash that shit off, right? Because that's important, right? You want to go to bed like comfortable and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm really drunk right now too, but I had a moment where I like sobered up just so I could like make sure she got, you know, all the things that she needs to take care of before she went to bed, right? So and Yusan was helping me too. But you know what? How Yusan decides to help? Yusan took his laptop out and started playing clown music while I was trying to help Michi this whole time. He wasn't even being useful. Bruh, Yusan was trolling. Dude pulled out his laptop and decided, I'm gonna play clown music while I watch you guys suffer, right? I'm like, great, you're not gonna help me. I'm the most drunk one here too, right? At least I felt like, no, it was definitely Michi, but I'm like the second most drunk one there. And I'm like, dude, help, be helpful in some way, right? So I'm over here like, you know, just bring Michi to the bathroom so that she could like do all her shit, and then she wipes off her makeup, and then she needed help brushing her teeth, right? So then I was like, okay, fine, I'll help you brush your teeth, because I think Yuzu helped Michi brush her teeth the day before. So I'm like, how hard could this be, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm the one brushing her teeth, she just has to keep her mouth open. So I'm like, okay, brush, right? Brush, right? And then for some reason there's moments where she kept like referencing that one anime. What was it, like from Monogatari, right? And then I was like, why would you say that right now in this situation? That's so bad. Like, shut the up, please. Let me just help you brush your teeth so I can be done with this, right? And at one point, I think she makes like a noise where I thought she was moaning, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And then I had to stop at that moment, right? Because I thought like it was going crazy, but apparently it was just this. Now's not the time for that. Now's not okay. Back to what I was talking about. I was trying to like, you know, help her brush her teeth, and then like that, I thought she was like moaning. No, apparently that wasn't it. Apparently like I like brushed the wrong part, like a gum or something like that, and then she was just like making a reactionary noise. But then like I misconstrued it because I thought like, oh, she's being weird. So then I was like, okay, I'm done. Nope, right? But I did help her as much as I could. And then after that, like I was like, okay, go shower, right? And Yusan's just over here laughing his ass off, right? So after Michi goes to shower and stuff like that, I'm over here like choking Yusan out, not literally by the way, over like trying to make this whole thing such a clown fiesta for no reason. I was like, why are you doing this, man, right? And then he's just doing it because it's funny. That's it. He just wants a little laugh, I guess, right? And Yuzu's just doing her own thing, I think, at the time, like showering and whatever too. I was like, what? Shoto brushing the uvula? I don't know. I might have done that by accident. I'm not sure. Like I was, that entire night was like very blurry, but I do remember locking in because I was like, oh wait, I have to like focus right now because my friend needs help, right? And they're gonna vomit and go to bed like very like uncomfortable if I don't help them right now. So like, you know, I sobered up for a moment in that and I was like, okay, let me help you get settled with your bathroom bullshit, and then I could go take a shower myself in my room, and then like we can all just like finally fall asleep and chill for the night, right? Problem with being drunk is you think you're locked in and you probably didn't. I feel like I did lock in though. I feel like I did, for real. Okay, but yeah, that was the toothbrush incident. It wasn't that big of a thing, but man, it was. Yusan made it so much worse. I think that was the main thing I realized. I was being trolled by him. Okay, back to this. Sorry, little side story from me.
Conversation in the car was a bit awkward.
No, it wasn't.
Less awkward, just because like we spoke. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
it wasn't.
Better.
It wasn't.
It also made it feel feel less awkward, but still a bit awkward, but less than it was before. It was definitely less awkward than in the hotel room. So I was like, okay, let's get a massage. Wow, that's gonna be so good.
It never was awkward in the first place.
And then this lady's like, oh, do you want like
I don't think
for 2 people? I was like, yeah, for 2 people. And we're trying to pick what massage we wanted, right? We're like looking at this menu and I'm like, oh, you know what? I want to get a back massage and like, maybe not a foot massage, but I want a back massage. And Shoto's like, oh yeah, that'd be great. Maybe I'll get like the back and foot massage like for like 60 minutes, blah, 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 blah. And
okay.
After debating on what massage we wanted, we were about to pay. Now this is where I realized Shoto is so fucking stupid sometimes.
What is she gonna say this time? Why is she calling me stupid? I'm trying to think, like, I'm trying to predict why is she about to call me stupid right now.
She's like, we gave her our card and she's like, oh no, cash only. This lady
Oh,
goes, cash only. I
right.
don't have cash. And Shoto, the guy that had to pay his taxi in yen after telling them how he is not Japanese, like, oh, I'm from America. Let me pay you in yen. From money I tuck away from like, I don't know, years ago. He clearly doesn't have fucking cash, right? So none of us have cash. And I'm like, we don't got it. And she's like, oh, there's an ATM right across the street. Like, you can just go there. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So me and Shoto left the massage place to go to
In my defense, I didn't think my cards would get frozen, okay? That's not on me. I tried to pull out cash from ATMs at the airport and it didn't work.
ATM machine to get cash out. And while we're there, Shoto said, so, funny story actually. Spoiler alert, chat. I didn't fucking laugh. You talking? I am simply telling the story. Okay, if it paints you in a shitty light, it's because you were fucking stupid.
What?
This is like day 1. Okay, so
day 1.
We're in
This
the
is all
ATM
day.
machine.
Okay.
And as we are there, this man looks at me and he goes, funny story, by the way. I tried to use my card, and for some reason, it didn't fucking work. So I don't know if I can take money out. So I was like, what the do you mean? Right? Are you telling me you are in a country without the cash of the country with a card that is blocked for today? Like, you have no money at all? Like, your card is blocked, you have no cash? What? So I was like, at that point, the massage was the last thing on my mind. And I'm not talking you, by the way. I was glazing you like 15 minutes ago. What are you talking about? I was literally glazing.
I think I showed up in chat around this point. I was like, what's she saying? She's talking.
In your ass. At that time, the massage was the last of my worries. My worry is, what if at any point of today, or I don't know, any time, Shoto's in a bad situation and he's lost and he has no cash.
That's considerate. Okay, that's sweet. Like, she thought, but I would have been fine. I have Grab on my phone. I knew I was okay because I had Grab on my phone, and like my phone charges like my credit card, right? Whenever I use Grab, so I would have been okay. But she thinks like, oh, I was gonna be a lost puppy if I didn't have money in Thailand, right? But no, I would have been okay. Why is she treating me like this? I'm like, it's like, it's sweet. I'll say that's okay, you know, very considerate. But like, I wouldn't have been like completely lost. Like, she thought like I was gonna be like, you know, a detriment somehow.
Like, I'm not gonna think about a massage. I'm gonna think of my friend and the fact that he doesn't have.
Oh yeah, Grab is Uber for Southeast Asia. So it's like in America we have Uber, and then in Southeast Asia we used Grab.
Cash on him, and like, what if his card is still blocked? You know, like, I can't have him dead. So I had Grab. No, like, what if you were anywhere else? So I took out
there it
money,
is. Nice.
And I was like, I took out money and I folded it, and I was like, Shoto, please hold on to this as emergency money. And he's like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, no, like, I gave bro like not that much. It's just like enough to survive.
Yeah, it was like
for
50.
A little bit.
It was like 50 USD or something.
You know what I mean? Like, in case. So I was like, please don't do this to me ever again, bro. Like, if one day you decide to like go have like some fun and then you get lost and they're like, give me money, and you're like, I only have.
I would have been fine. Why'd she give me an allowance? Dude, like, she actually gave me like pocket change to spend on my like little vacation. I'm like, no, dude, you didn't need to do all of that. I would have been totally okay on my own. Like, why do people think I'm so incapable? Like, I'm a capable guy. Okay, even Giri and Numi think I was incapable in Japan, but it's like, you know, the way they talk about me, I would like Giri's help with like certain things, not everything, but I can handle myself. Like, I can travel to over there or back to Thailand, honestly, and I feel like I would be completely okay now I have enough experience.
Yeah, like, what the f? So I was like, just hold on.
She's just worried for me? Okay, I'll take that.
So after Shoto held on to it, I was like, you know what? I feel better now. I know that if anything happens, Shoto has emergency baht, and I'm a bit more calm. We went back to the massage place, and guess who came out of the massage?
Oh,
Yusan.
you
Yusan
son.
just finished. I had yen. Oh, I'm so happy you had yen in Thailand, where Thailand's currency is baht.
Why is she saying that to me? Bro, shut up. Like, I could have made it work, like currency exchange and stuff like that. I'm just saying there's options. Like, why is she so mad about that?
Yeah, I also have rupiah. You know.
What'd the accent come out?
Matter does it, Shoto?
Why she the accent came out is crazy. Like, it's a mother scolding me. Like, she's going back to her roots and just like, you know, channeling that mom energy to be
I swear,
mean.
this guy a PMO.
Okay.
He every time he goes like, yo man, it's fine. I have yen. It's like, yeah, I also have rupiah. Doesn't mean these. I can just pay people in rupiah. But it's fine. Why doesn't he have USD? I don't fucking know. Okay.
I don't carry cash
drives me
anymore.
insane. But when we arrived at the
I don't
massage,
carry
in my head, I'm
cash
like,
anymore. Guys, like, honestly, I feel like I don't have cash in my wallet at all, unless like maybe it's like $5 for like an emergency, like a tip or something like that, right? But honestly, I just think there's no need to. Really, you should have bit. It's hard, man. Well, when I'm traveling, it would make more sense. But like, I don't have USD because like, you know, I don't really like having paper money on me.
Okay.
That's all.
I was worried for my friend. It was a little awkward, you know, like we were at the hotel. We didn't really know how to talk to each other, but I think we got closer now.
Yes,
And
yes,
guess,
I
like,
would agree.
If I don't like you, I wouldn't care about you, right? So in my head,
Aw,
I gave you
wait.
emergency money. That should show you that I care about you. I'm just
She
very
cares about me. Okay, you know what? That's all it is. It's like it's just her way of showing like she's worried and she cares. That's all.
fucking awkward. You know, so
okay.
in my head, I'm like, oh, we're closer now. You know, like he knows I care about him. I know he cares about me. We're good, right? We're warming up to
Bro, if I didn't care about you, I wouldn't have brushed your teeth in your like drunken state. Like, I got you, man. Okay, I look out for your hygiene.
each other. I can't wait for this massage. Like, we deserve this massage. Yusan just finished their massage. So Yusan was like, oh, hey guys, that massage was great. That I feel so fresh. I feel amazing. Do you want to grab food? And we stood there and we're like, okay. We didn't get the massage.
I felt bad, dude. When we were at the massage place, the lady was like so excited because she thought me and Michi were gonna like, you know, commit and like, you know, go get a massage from the place. But then we kind of baited them because like as soon as Yusan came out, they're like, oh guys, let's go get food together. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. But then also I remember, bro, that entire time I was getting bit by mosquitoes. Like, bro, there's something about the mosquitoes in Southeast Asia that just know who the foreigners are because like they were only biting me. They were not biting Michi. They were not biting Yusan, and they were not biting any of like the other people that we were hanging out with. It was just me that was getting bitten. I was like, what? Why am I the snack? Why am I the one that's like getting attacked by all these mosquitoes, right? And like they were like chewing on my legs. I'm like, God damn it, man. It sucked. It was terrible. They just knew I was a foreigner, right? I was to the mosquitoes of Southeast Asia, I was like exotic cuisine, probably. You're like, ooh.
For that trouble.
American
And we
blood.
didn't even get a massage, bro. We just left to eat with Yusan because Yusan finished
only my
their
legs.
massage, and well, they invited us to eat, and we just said yes. So you know, the receptionist lady in the massage place, she gave me like a tester tiger balm on my arm. Like, she was like, oh yeah, we have this really nice tiger balm like thing.
Oh yeah, right. She rubbed it on our arms as like a sample. It felt really nice. I would love all that on my back, but then like, you know, it just felt cold the whole time afterwards. So it just felt awkward, like just having some of that. Oh
And then
god.
she puts it on my hand, and my hand felt really warm, and it smells really good. We didn't even, man, that would have felt really good on our backs.
Yeah, that would felt
Right?
nice
If
on
it
our
wasn't just
back.
on my one arm,
And then
that
we
would
had to,
felt
like, walk
really nice on
around.
my back if we got it on the back. But no, we didn't even get the massage.
It's called tiger balm.
So
I don't
we
even
went
know
to
what
eat.
like what's in the ingredients of it. It's just tiger
Both
balm.
Our arms were cold for the next hour. Like, we left from the massage place, and Yusan was like trying to get like a car to go eat. Like, there's this restaurant that they're getting, so they're like trying to get a car. And me and Shoto were standing there, and I remembered. I looked at Shoto. I'm like, hey man, is your arm like cold?
Oh, Shiho, thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you so much, Shiho. I did not see that. I almost said W. Thank you for the gifted subs.
He's like,
If you
"Yeah,
guys got
bro." And I'm
gifted,
like, I think it's the tiger
enjoy the
balm.
emotes.
And he's like, yeah, man, it makes your arm cold, huh? And I'm like,
why does she make my voice like that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that shit? Her impersonation of me.
and me and Shoto were standing there, and I remembered. I looked
Listen.
at Shoto. I'm like, hey man, is your arm like cold? And he's like, yeah, bro. And I'm like,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, damn, my arm's kind of cold. Fuck, dude. Wow. Like, that's what she's trying to make me sound like. I don't talk like that. I don't say, yeah, bro.
I think it's the tiger balm. And he's like, yeah, man, it makes your
I don't say that.
arm cold, huh? And I'm like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. What is that voice? Yeah, man.
Only one arm is cold. I feel really weird. He's like, yeah, me too. Damn.
Again.
And we're just like, yeah, that would have felt really nice on our body. He's like, yeah, it would have. It would have. It would have. Like, we were so sad. We were
Is that how I sound like? I don't sound like
like,
that.
we were hyping that massage up for like the whole day. By the way, I want you to know, during our awkward NPC conversation in the hotel room, all we talked about was how excited we are for the massage. I mean, if I have to be very honest, I was excited, but I'm not like insanely excited. You know what I mean? Like that was kind of like our small
I was
talk, quote unquote. Like
I was excited for the massage, man. I really wanted that, especially after the plane ride. Oh, that would have been nice.
I saw that as like I'm excited, but if I didn't get it, I wouldn't cry. But like it's good small talk. We were yapping about that massage for so long, just for us not to f***ing take it. Like,
Yeah, I'm a little upset about
wow,
that, but
that was
it's
great.
whatever. We still
And
got
then we had
one
a
later.
meal, right? And we actually got really close. Like it was really cool because we started very awkward, but then throughout the 7 hours, I actually started like warming up to the idea of Shoto. Like not the, okay.
The idea of Shoto is crazy. Huh? Warming up to the idea? Repeat yourself?
The idea of Shoto, like not the, okay. The idea of Shoto sounds so weird. Shoto.
It
as a
is weird.
person, there you go. Like I started warming up
The
to him.
you mean? That's nasty. She would say that. The mere idea of me is so repulsive. Okay.
Because I like him, but we are the first time we met, right? We're so like bad impression, not bad, but like the impression was not like amazing, you know? It's like it's not like I'm like, oh, Shoto, like when we met, we were like we clicked instantly. Not really. I thought the dude hates me.
Are we going back to this? I've already said it. I'm not gonna say anymore.
I hated him. Like it was a whole thing. So I was trying to like warm up to Shoto, and then I started opening up to Shoto, and then Shoto started opening up to me, I think. So then we're like, wow, you know what? I understand you a lot more now. You know what I mean? Dude, it's rare to click 100% with someone off the bat. It takes time.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
We clicked 1%. Okay, I know it's rare to click with someone 100% at the, like off the bat, but we did not click.
Okay, that's a lot. I feel like we clicked like 5% or 10, honestly. Like we had some click there like when we first met like a year ago, bro. It's okay. It's better to go slow. I like going slow. Like with the with what, getting to know somebody and being friends with them, going slow is pretty nice. Like I don't want to rush into things and like, oh, you love bomb each other for a few days and then after that you just don't talk anymore. Like I liked the slow build up and then like I learned to appreciate you a little bit more over time. I don't know. That's just, you feel me?
All off the bat. Like, you know how
I don't want to rush into these kinds of things. Rushing into things and just like, oh, we have to like click
like,
so
nervous,
hard.
You know what I mean? But eventually
It's
I'm
unrealistic.
like, oh my god, Shoto is a very cool guy.
Oh, thank you.
Like,
Thanks.
and
Thank
I
you.
know
Wow.
I'm very awkward. So like,
Yeah, you
wow,
are.
he
You
doesn't
know what?
mind
I
that.
think that's what it was. I think she just made it just, these things seem awkward to her because she's kind of awkward sometimes. Okay, maybe a lot of the time. And then that's why to me, a majority of these things that she felt was awkward didn't feel awkward, right? Because like, you know, I felt very casual and, you know, I felt like I wasn't stressing or overthinking about like too many things. I was just like, oh yeah, taking it as it goes. But in her brain, she's like coming up with ideas to make it feel like, oh, this is so awkward when it actually isn't. But you know, it's just for her.
And he actually has a very, I don't know, like easy to talk to kind of personality.
W Glaze?
Easier to. So I was like,
W
wow,
Glaze?
I like this guy. So by
Wow.
the end of the day, I was like hanging out with Shoto more. Like I was like in Shoto's room. We were like talking. Shoto was like sitting. Oh my god, this is something about Shoto that made me like, I kind of laughed a bit. We had like a chair on the corner of the room. I was sitting on the chair. There is another chair, by the way. And Shoto decided to stand up. Like, I was sitting on... There's like 2 chairs, right? There's like 2 chairs and a...
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. She's gonna talk about this whole thing where it's like, oh, like there's a chair next to her. There's like an open space next to her to sit, and then there's like another chair. But I'm just standing there while we're talking. But I just like to stand. Like sometimes, whenever I'm having a really good conversation, I like to stand up and walk around, right? And that's just how it is for me. I don't get how that's a bad thing. But to her, she made it seem like, oh, you know, you can sit down, right? I'm like, well, obviously. I would have sat down if I wanted to, but like, dude, I just want to walk around, bruh. I just felt like it. Is that so bad? Is that so bad? It's her POV. Okay, but I'm just saying. I'm explaining myself. That's it.
Table. I sat on the chair. Shoto could sit beside me, or on the corner of the bed. No, he chose to stand up. So we were like talking, and I'm like, oh, you know, you can sit down. He's like, oh yeah, I felt like, yeah, he would say that. He was like, I felt like standing up. Like I feel.
Yeah, I did feel like standing up. What do you mean? Bro, we call each other that all the time, okay? Don't make it weird. Also, like, I just want to stand. Is that such a bad... I don't want to see that as a bad thing. Standing is normal,
like
okay?
Standing up, or like I feel like moving around as we're talking. Like he would pace around the room as we're talking, and I'm like, wow, this really feels like therapy. Like I actually felt like I was in therapy, you know, like I'm sitting, I'm like relaxed, and I'm like, wow, well, it all started when I was born. And Shoto's just like pacing around the room, and I'm like, yeah, when I was born, my mama told me. And Shoto's, wow, he's like walking around. It was the alcohol. It was great. It was a lot of fun. And then I remembered this at one point. We were joking about something, and I realized, I'm like, oh, Yuzu is coming, right? Because like Yuzu is gonna arrive like later, like at night.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I see the context of the clip. All of this is just like her thinking like our first interactions, like for the next 7 hours was just like really awkward. When it, honestly, I didn't feel like it was. Why didn't she just tell me this? Why did she just tell me this stuff and not like just say it all on stream? Like, damn, what is that? What it felt like to you? I had no idea until she mentioned it. Unless maybe she didn't talk about it like days later, but I don't remember. But this is the first I'm hearing that she thought like everything was awkward at first, right? What the f, bro? You just plan out your recaps here? No, we don't. It's funnier this way, okay? It's more fun. Bruh, planning out our recaps, I mean, as long as we don't dox each other, but like, we're not gonna be like, oh, this is how this went, and we're gonna share the exact same stories, because like all of our POVs are different, right? And then I like this because like it's kind of cool and it's a little funny, and I get to like understand how she saw things, right? And it's like, it's just funny this way to me, all right? It's not we're gonna like make it methodical in like a formula. That's like boring in my opinion.